Forgetting those things which are behind, reaching forth unto those things which are before, pressing toward the mark. If you're ready to press toward the mark of your higher calling, share with you how you can have breakthrough living and thinking and breakthrough money that you can make with your knowledge, with your experiences, with what you have in you that comes naturally to you, but challenging for other people. Something. Well, I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do. Okay, no problem. That's not a problem. All right. You got to walk by faith and not by sight. Get some coaching. Get some help. Don't stop pursuing. We came here to create. We were created by the Creator to create. Do it now. Live with a sense of urgency. Be willing to change your approach. Get some help. Most people won't ask for help. Why? Because of pride. Pride cometh before a fall. Because of ego edging God out. It's a time you got to live this thing life like you mean business. Like you mean business. If you believe this is a different time, you know, time is so different. It seems like the days are faster now. I don't know if it's because of my age, but it just seems like they're gone. Let's go. Here's what I know. The older you get, seem like you don't get 30 days out of the month. You get about 15 or 20. And if you owe a lot of money at the end of the month, you might get 2 weeks out of a month. But that's the way it's. Didn't I just pay that bill yesterday? Don't tell me. I know I just paid that bill yesterday. I remember being with my best friend, Boo. He's since passed. And we were in Nassau, Bahamas. And I said, you know what, Boo? I said, this is the first time you and I, we've been traveling all over the world. This is the first time that we have time that we can spend here in Nassau, and you can find relatives that you haven't talked to in years. He said, oh, I got to get back to the States because I've got to cook. There's a special event for the church. I said, hey, guess what, Boo? They can get another cook. This is enough time in advance, a week in advance. Make a call, tell them that you will not be there because you are on vacation, and we have never taken the time to spend this time together just having fun. We traveled when I was speaking, and we went from city to city. My cousin Boo and I, we were in Nassau, and we traveled, and I would speak, and Boo always went with me. And so, but we wanted to have some time special together where I would go to a beautiful place and I didn't have to speak. And so I said, this is a place, let's do it here. Let's spend 3 weeks to a month here. Find relatives of yours that live here in Nassau and Bimini. And we can just chill out. And he said, I can't. I said, why not? He said, because I have to cook for an event that's taking place at the church. I said, you have enough time in advance. Call them and let them know. He said, there is nobody else. I said, listen to me. If something happened to you, they will find somebody else. They will not cancel the event. He did not know, and I did not know. When he said, I can't do it, he did not know that he will not be able to do it for the church, to cook for the church. He died a few days after we got back, and they got another cook. They got another cook. Sometimes we think that we're irreplaceable. We're not. Somebody's waiting. When you have a goal, a dream, or something that you want to do, if you don't do it, somebody else will step in. Trust me, nobody's irreplaceable. Somebody will step in like they stepped in for my cousin Boo, and they cooked. And that's all I was thinking about as I sat there in the front row looking at him. in the casket because he always gave of himself, but we never took time to give to ourselves. And so that moment that we had was the last that we had the opportunity to spend 3 weeks together without my speaking. We never did. There's a quote. Miles Davis says, time is not the main thing. Time is the only thing. And he's absolutely right. So I want to ask you, how are you spending your time? How much are you putting in and focusing on the things that bring you joy, the things that make you smile, the things that make you feel good and laugh? How much time and energy are you focused on spending time with people that you love? You know, in order to live a life of no regrets, this lady, she worked for hospice, and she wrote this book, and it was about living a life of no regrets. And she said people who were dying, that what they regretted was not things dealing with how much money they made in their business, but how little time they spent with people that meant a lot to them, that if they had their lives to live over again, they would spend their time with certain people.
Everybody wants to do work when they're feeling strong and they're feeling refreshed. But what's more important is when you actually do the work when you're feeling tired and feeling weak and feeling lazy. When you have those feelings, it's even more important to step up and get some.
There are areas within myself where I cannot compromise. I have to hold the line. I am going to work hard. I am going to train hard. I am going to improve myself. I am not going to rest on my laurels. I am going to own my mistakes and confront them. I am going to face my demons. I'm not going to give up or give out or give in. I am going to stand.
The question we're going to explore today is, what makes that person successful while others fail? I want you to imagine what life could be like if you could be your very best in every area of your life. There was a young man, and he wanted to be successful, and he's heard of this millionaire in his town who's got a great reputation. That not only he runs a very successful business, he's a family man, a man of integrity, also a very generous giver to his local charities. This young man approached this millionaire and said, "How can I be as successful as you?" The millionaire said, "Well, young man, if you want to be as successful as me, meet me 6 a.m. at this gym. Here's the address." A gym? I want to learn how to make money, not learn how to exercise. Like, why would I go to the gym? Young man, if you learn how to make money, meet me 6 a.m. at this gym. All right? Okay. The young man showed up to the gym. 6 a.m. sharp, brought his laptop, ready to go, dressing in business, ready to take notes. He walked into this big gym, and there was this huge boxing ring right in the middle of the gym. And the millionaire is standing in it. And the millionaire asked the young man, he said, "Young man, how hungry are you for success?" The young man said, "I'm very hungry." "Good." He grabbed a pair of gloves. He said, "Put on these gloves." Put on these gloves? You came to learn how to be successful, learn how to fight. If you want to be successful, put on these gloves. Put on the gloves, walk in the ring. Without warning, the millionaire, boom, punched the young man in the face. And the young man's nose started bleeding. And the young man was like, "What the heck? Are you crazy? That hurts!" And as he was distracted by his own thought, the millionaire, bam, threw another punch and knocked him to the ground. And this young man thought, this millionaire's crazy. This guy's nuts. What's going on? And the millionaire said to the young man, "As you get, how hungry are you for success? Now, get back up, keep fighting." This time the young man is mad. He's like, "I'm gonna get you." Okay? And he really tried to hit the millionaire. He really tried to swing back. But the millionaire just moved on more gracefully, very quickly, could even touch the guy, and he knocked him to the ground again. And again, and again, and again. The young man finally said, "This is it! I quit! This is stupid! This is not fair! I didn't come here to be your punching bag. I thought you were going to teach me how to be successful. I don't see how this has anything to do with success. Maybe you are not who they say you are. Maybe it was a mistake to even ask in the first place." The millionaire looked at the young man dead serious. He said, "Well and fair in life, it's going to push you around, it's going to beat you down, and it's going to beat you up. Let me tell you something. Listen to me. Success doesn't come to the most intelligent or the most talented. Success comes to those who are the most hungry."
People today complain of lack of time. It's not lack of time that's the problem, it's the lack of direction. Howard Hill was probably the greatest archer who ever lived. He won 281 consecutive tournaments. He was never beaten in competition. And yet I'm going to look at you dead center and say to you, I could spend 20 minutes with you, and at the end of that 20 minutes, Dick, I could have any man in this audience hitting the bullseye more consistently than Howard Hill could have on the best day he ever had, provided we blindfolded Howard Hill and turned him around so he would not know which direction he was facing. And you rather obviously laugh and say, "Ziegler, that's silly." Of course. How could a man hit a target he could not see?
Now, are you willing to do the ugly, by the way? The ugly is doing all the stuff the people who lose aren't willing to do. You're going to have to put up with some rejection. You got to put yourself in an uncomfortable place. Listen to me. Do it. Put yourself in an uncomfortable place. Don't negotiate it. Unrealistic people rule the world. Quit trying to be so daggum realistic. Remember this. Weird, rich, normal, poor. Get a little goofy. You got to get a little road dog in you. People are looking for leaders. People are looking for you. People say, what makes me a leader? Makes you a leader is your example. What makes you a leader is you investing belief and loving and caring about people. Any one of you in this moment could decide you're going to lead. Because leadership is instilling something in someone that they don't see in themselves. Believe in them, care about them, tell them the truth. That's what a leader is. You got to rise up. You got to make your dreams a reality and live a damn masterpiece. You know this. Now, here's the thing. You got to make a decision. Listen to me. You got to make a decision. What's the decision? Now we're at the moment. The clock is ticking.
If you do not think you deserve success, if you do not think you deserve a bigger home, to have an outstanding mate, or beautiful, well-disciplined children who are productive, if you don't think you deserve them, then you'll do things that will keep you from getting them. Let's sell you on the idea of having goals. Are they important? At Yale University in 1953, they did a study. They discovered that of the graduating seniors, only 3% of them had definite, written down goals. 20 years later, they did another survey of those seniors who had graduated. They discovered that the 3% who had committed their goals to paper had accomplished more than the 97% who had not written them down. What about you personally? Have you got your goals laid out? Are you a meaningful specific, or are you a wandering generality?
you.